Take a second to subscribe to Times of Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and hit that bell notification.
What's up, everybody? This is Times Wrestling Podcast with a special guest here, Ring of Honor, Rayo. So, everybody, this is Rayo from Ring of Honor, and today we're going to be interviewing, talk about his experience with Ring of Honor, some obstacles he's had to climb during his journey in wrestling, and then some of his hobbies, what he likes to do during this bored time, this very hard time during the virus. So first off, everybody, we're going to be sharing our screens. Yes, we say this every single time. So, let's just share our screens and show his Instagram. So this is it. Everybody go follow him at Rayo Wrestles, Rayo Wrestles. So Rayo Wrestles. And get him up to 13K. So everybody do that, please. And then is there any other, like the Twitter, YouTube?
Platform?
Yeah, any platform you'd like to shout out?
Yes, you guys can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the same name, Rayo Wrestles. Just look me up with the same name, and you should be able to find me very easily.
Yeah, so everybody
perfect.
actually, his Twitter's right here. Okay. Yeah, so everybody go to his bio to find his Twitter, and then his booking is right there at rayowrestles@gmail.com. So everybody go get him there if you want to go in more detail about what you want to do and all that.
And if anything, you can always find his accounts because it will be in the description on our YouTube.
Yeah. So everybody, if you're not following or subscribe to our YouTube right now, please go subscribe to our YouTube. Go follow us at Times Wrestling Podcast. Get us up to 1,100
Please.
Yeah, 1,100 followers. Please, everybody, go do that. It would be really nice. It would be great for us to be at that, and please do that. Excuse me, and then we're gonna go to one more thing. We're gonna go to our Twitter. I'm just waiting for this to go up, and then we'll be all good. Yeah, here it is, everybody. This is our Twitter. Let me refresh to see if anything changed. No, nothing changed. Everybody go follow this. This is where we post everything with wrestling. And then everybody go follow too. We just started this 2 nights ago, everybody. So get it up to 1,000 fast. And then
You can find us there, times_O_W_pod.
Yeah. So
they only allow 15 characters, so I had to condense it.
Yeah, so everybody, I'm going to be asking a couple questions to Rayo about everything like Ring of Honor experiences to independent wrestling and how that was with all the people. So first off, my co-host Jordan will be asking the first questions, and then I will be asking another questions, and we'll get straight to the hobby. So everybody enjoy this podcast, and thank you.
Okay, Rayo. You like to call yourself the Last Incan Warrior, right?
Well, that used to be my old moniker based on my Peruvian background.
Nice.
Nowadays I kind of call myself something like the Pride of South America.
Okay.
But the Last Incan Warrior is something that I hold onto my heart because it basically resembles where I'm from and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Growing up as a kid, obviously as a wrestling fan, did you ever picture yourself becoming a wrestler in the future? Did you imagine yourself as one of the people you idolize?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Watching wrestling, I just fell in love with the whole business. My favorite wrestler when I was a kid was John Cena. And, when I was that age, I actually wanted to be like him. And I always thought of myself as being a very creative type of person where I can actually, if I want to imagine things or if I want to think about things, I can actually feel it and believe that I'm actually it. So, playing with my brother and wrestling in the house and stuff like that, I would literally believe that I was in WrestleMania wrestling.
Mm-hmm. I bet that was pretty fun, right?
Oh, it was amazing. I was able to feel the crowd. I was able to see the crowd. It's crazy how much imagination can how much you can experience with imagination.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How long have you been with Ring of Honor?
Approximately about 2 years, a year and a half right now, but close to 2 years.
Hopefully you're on the road to one of their championships.
So the way it works right now is that Ring of Honor has camps,
Mm-hmm.
at least 3 camps per year. Based on those camps, they decide, like, they choose people to bring to their dojo system, because the way the Ring of Honor works is that dojo, Future of Honor, and then the Ring of Honor shows.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I'm in between Future of Honor shows and Ring of Honor shows, where I'm going back and forth and trying to find my place in the main roster.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any types of moves like finishers or submissions or any counter moves that you probably used from your idol John Cena?
There's a few. It's mostly like, when it comes to my moves, it's mostly like, I would like, how can I put it this? Let's put it this way. I would take a little bit of someone and then combine it with somebody else, and then add a little bit of my own and make it my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you name a few?
I don't really have a name. I just do
Really?
things. I just do things. It's
Oh,
like,
come on.
dude, I just do things. I'm the Peruvian lightning. I just do things.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to have a name for every single thing that I do. Like, I can't memorize things. And if I try to like memorize every single move that I do, I'll be going crazy.
Are you kidding? Oh, come on, man. You're a professional wrestler. You come on. You can share it with us if you do. Come on, man. Please. Come on. I know you got one up your sleeve. Come on.
I don't.
Oh, come on. And this is a question we like to ask a lot of wrestlers. Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years, or a couple months? Well, yeah, I'm hopefully on the main roster, right?
Well, in a few years, like let's say in 5 years, I see myself working for the biggest company in professional wrestling.
Okay. So you don't see yourself staying with Ring of Honor?
I think Ring of Honor is a good place. I consider it a home, and I feel that like I'm having fun over there. However, like my dreams or my goals is to like end up not just being a guy that wrestle, and like I wanna be able to make my mark in professional wrestling as a whole, not just one place.
Yeah, we get that totally. Jordan, do you have any more questions?
Do you have any actual I'm trying to think of this. Would you want to ever try and wrestle some of the people you watched over the years? Like, who would you want to wrestle that you've watched over the years?
I would love to wrestle Daniel Bryan,
Okay.
John Cena, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, like Seth Rollins. Like those are like the current people that I'm very interested in wrestling. AJ Styles, like guys like those,
Yeah,
Right.
totally,
Okay.
totally. Yeah, those are really good choices actually too. So I'm gonna start asking questions if that's okay with you, Jordan, and you. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. So we hear from every other wrestler, from wrestlers from like AW, Impact Wrestling, all types of wrestling companies. They all worked at independent, like independent wrestling places. So you worked at independent wrestling places too, right?
I do.
Yeah. So what's it like working with all those hard workers backstage? Because we've heard from so many. Man, these guys are the work as hard or even more hard than the guys that are signed to WWE or AEW. So what's it like backstage? How does it go backstage?
For independent wrestling shows.
Yeah.
For the most part, like it's like people from different levels. Like there's like beginners, there's intermediates, and there's people that are like killing it on the indies. Most of the times, the workers are trying to like get something called GIF wrestling, where they like there's a spot like a cool spot they do, and maybe somebody gets a GIF out of it, and they're able to like send it online and other people to see it. So that's what I noticed that most of the people backstage focus on. Independent wrestling, like you said, like is completely different than when you wrestle on TV and stuff like that. So I kind of feel that as far as independent wrestling, most of the workers like they focus on the moves, and that's the only reason why I don't really have a name for my moves, because like I don't like I know how to do moves, but it's not like my main focus. My
Yeah.
drive when it comes to professional wrestling have always been storytelling.
Mhm.
I love storytelling. I love moments in wrestling such as Shawn Michaels telling Ric Flair, "I'm sorry," before going for the super kick. Like those are the things that have hooked me since I was a kid. And
Yeah, that's great. I mean, would you, uh, so we again, like Jordan said, we ask a lot of questions out here to every single wrestler. Um, we ask this all the time. We're out of every single wrestling company, AW, Impact, Ring of Honor. Actually, we can include some indies, and then the indie wrestling companies, and then WWE. Who are your top three favorite wrestlers of all time?
how many people? What's my limit? Five,
Yeah, you could.
three?
We could do top three if you want to do top. If you have a lot, then we could do top five, and it's women and men, so in the same category. So you know what? We'll do top five.
Okay, so I would say my number one pick would be The Undertaker.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Okay.
Number two, I would say John Cena.
Okay.
Three, I give it to Shawn Michaels. Four, I will go with Daniel Bryan. And the fifth, I would have to say Edge.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's really big. Wow. So obviously, I think from the other what's it called answers, and from this answer, you really like WWE. I think you like the wrestlers, the old, the new. Man, you really like WWE, don't you?
I just feel that most of my memories, or most of the times me watching wrestling, most of the times that I actually felt either angry, sad, happy, have always been associated with these people, with these
Hmm.
wrestlers specifically. You know, like Edge, I used to hate Edge so much.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like those kinds of emotions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever whenever you're maybe having a bad day or anything like that, you'd always think of always come back to
Wrestling.
WWE.
Um, Something like that. I kind of like, I always feel that like wrestling has always been based on emotions, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like
Hmm.
how like these wrestlers can make you feel. Um, and that's the thing. Like I feel that nowadays most of the wrestlers, they make you feel one emotion, which is wow, that's incredible. They did a really cool stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes like when I watch wrestling, sometimes I miss the old times when I used to like hate wrestlers, when I used to love wrestlers, when I used to feel bad about somebody. Like I kind of miss that, you know what I
I
mean?
missed that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody misses that. I mean, definitely in 2010, 2011, 2012, which was when we were younger. But I mean, if you went into a school or if you went to any school in 2010, 2011, you'd probably see every other kid with a WWE book bag. I mean, WWE was the biggest thing back then. I mean, I think every single person watched it. If you weren't a wrestling
Mm-hmm.
fan before, or if you didn't even like the company, everybody
Right.
watched it. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Ryo.
Exactly.
Speaking of John Cena, I mean, one year on Halloween, I actually did dress up as John Cena.
Oh, me too. I made up like the spinner belt. I made one spinner belt based like with cardboard, and I would just like
Wow,
knock on people's doors and like show it to people.
that's cool. Man, that's cool, man. That must have took a while to make that, right?
And yeah, something like that. It took me a few hours.
Oh, okay. Wow, yeah. So we're gonna get into the non-wrestling part of the podcast, everybody. We're gonna get into your hobbies. So tell us, what do you like to do during this quarantine inside the house?
um, for the most part, like everything that I do, uh, outside of wrestling, somehow it almost links back to wrestling. But some things that I've been like working on is basically like I have a graphic design business
Okay.
which is
Okay.
called Cast Graphics. You can also if the people listening, you can, if you're interested in graphics or gear designs for wrestlers or anything, video editings, you can look me up at CAS Graphics, CAS Graphics GFX.
So speaking of that, does that mean you have any merch out that you have created?
I have created a few merch. Yes, I have created merchandise, which is on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Okay.
Under the same link, Rayo wrestles. However, so like throughout this time that I've been like just like stuck at home during the COVID, I've been working on my graphic design business, where I've been like developing or creating gear designs for wrestlers, posters for wrestling shows, like they're recently coming up, and before the COVID as well. Video editing, such as highlight videos and stuff like that. Um, I've also like been working on like acting skills. I sign up to like this online classes so I can learn how to do a little bit more acting, like learn how to like talk better and basically become a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
are do you know how to like you're not in character, but then all of a sudden you get into character and with a straight face, and then you can like turn it off without even laughing. Can you do that yet?
There's a few people like really good actors like Heath Ledger or like those kinds of guys. They do something called method acting, where
Mm-hmm.
it's the character or the person that they're portraying is not necessarily them, but they're really good at making themselves feel like that. So that was considered that like the highest level of acting. However, for me, what I'm trying to find is basically use my own personality and bring it up to 100.
Okay.
Cool. That's actually really cool. So everybody, we're gonna share our screen one more time because he just told us he's on Wrestling Tees. So everybody, go buy. Is this your merch, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Everybody, go buy it. $20. It's a very cheap, very nice. They're very good shirts. Look at them.
And
Look at those
and
great
also,
designs.
like I said with David Ali, 95% of America has $20 to spend. So what are you waiting for? Go to Pro Wrestling Tees, go to Rayo Wrestles and buy his merch.
Yeah,
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody go buy it. Look at. I mean, he told us he's in graphics. Look at those. Look at those T-shirts. I mean, look at them. They're
Look
amazing.
at
They look great.
look at those custom designs.
Yeah, look at best in the field, or you got goal. I mean, look at these. They're just great. So everybody, please go buy them. And also, going into the more general part, go to Pro Wrestling Tees so you could get their latest merch. And they have every type of wrestler on there. So everybody, just go buy them. So another question is for like hobby part or things you do in quarantine. What's the music you listen to right now?
I listen to a little bit of everything. Most of the times I listen to Spanish music, but but if I want to go to the gym, like if I want to work out or something like that, most of the times I put like a WWF playlist.
Okay.
Like I would play like people wrestlers theme songs like Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Edge, John Cena, Undertaker. Like I play those. Especially I love Scott Steiner's theme song, like the woo, like sirens.
I think I annoyed Trent a little bit too much last summer because that was when I found out Cody's new theme song Kingdom, and
Oh yeah.
I think I just made them start singing it because of how many times I started just singing out of nowhere. Adrenaline.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. I know that song by heart now because I think every single day we would play video games and he would be singing that song every single day. And now
Wow.
look at me. I know this song by heart. But yeah, what type of wrestling promotion shows do you watch other than a Ring of Honor?
I used to watch a little bit of Evolve. Most of the times, like to be honest, like if I watch indie wrestling, I would watch like Beyond Wrestling, Evolve,
Okay.
CZW sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
GCW for sure. Like those are the main promotions that I watch outside of the WWE. But most of the time, like I said, like I'm a very like WWE oriented kind of person. So like
Mm-hmm.
most of the times I just watch like all wrestling, all WWE wrestling stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. So we're gonna have a very interesting question right here, and I know you're gonna like this question. If there was one person you'd want to wrestle at WrestleMania, in any amount of years, like because wrestling at WrestleMania was what could we call that one of your could you call that one of your dreams to be like wrestling at
Oh,
WrestleMania?
That would be my main objective.
Yeah. So if there's one wrestler and there's one title you'd want to wrestle for at WrestleMania, what would the title be, and who would the wrestler be?
It would definitely have to be John Cena, and it has to be for the WWE champ. Actually, never mind. I won the World Heavyweight Championship, the big
Yeah.
gold
Okay.
belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you want to go back in time and take that World Heavyweight Championship, the one with all the diamonds and all that. You want
Oh
to bring
yeah,
that back?
I love
Okay.
that belt.
Man, crazy. Yeah, that would be a great match. I would watch
Mhm.
that match, to be honest.
Definitely. You got. Would you say you're a high flyer? You have a lot of high flying ability.
I do have a lot of high flying
So
abilities.
the high flyer with strength against person with just strength.
Yeah.
So you got one more over John Cena right there.
There we go, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I'm also kind of like I'm not the smallest. Like I'm not like Rey Mysterio small, but I'm a pretty short guy. However,
Same.
I'm really, really fast.
Yeah.
So
Like a cheetah, man.
I'm like a lightning. And that's exactly what Rayo means in English. Like Rayo is a translation in Spanish for lightning. And that's
Okay.
basically what Rayo is. Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
cool.
I just learned something right there.
Yeah, and now we know where you got your name from. Lightning
Yeah.
fast, man. You're like the Flash. So
And like now that I think about it, if I was to name one of my finishers, I would probably call it the Peruvian Lightning.
that's
Okay.
actually a really good name. I'd like to see that move. Yeah, that would be cool. So let's move on to another question that is actually not about wrestling. We're gonna ask it about and I feel like I'd know the answer to it, but maybe not. Who is your favorite superhero?
Oh, I love Spider-Man.
Oh, never
Okay.
mind. I was wrong about what I
No, Spider-Man moves fast too.
No, yeah, no. I thought of the Flash because like the lightning and all that. But yeah, man, Spider-Man, really cool, really cool. So what would you say is your favorite movie out of every movie you watched in your lifetime? What is your favorite movie?
Man, that's a really hard one. There's so many options, honestly. Let me think about it. I really like the Back to the Future trilogy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I love the Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like watching that movie too. I mean, I think my favorite one out of all of them is the second one.
Oh, I love the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like everything about like future, the past, because like I like talking about like conspiracy theories, all of that type of stuff. That's like a really interesting to me. Yeah. So conspiracy theories like that, like talking about like, oh, are aliens real, are ghosts, and or anything like that. That's like really cool to me. And yeah, that's really cool. Back to the Future. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
So that's everything I have here from me. Jordan, do you have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
Just see you. Hopefully fulfill your dreams. Go to WWE. I'll definitely go back to watching WWE if I see you wrestle because over the past couple of years, I haven't really been watching that much WWE. I watch it from time to time right now.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing how you wrestle, I would definitely go back to WWE just to watch you wrestle in main event WrestleMania. Hopefully to see John Cena come back and hopefully to see you pin him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys having me on your show.
Thank you for saying yes.
I know you guys are new to this, but I'm 100% confident you guys are going to do just fine if you just stay positive, just like keep going with this.
Yeah, thank you so much. And first off, and I can't even stress this enough. First off, out of everything, thank you so much for replying. Second off, thank you for saying yes. And dude, anytime you want to be on here to promote anything, whenever you want us to promote like merch or anything on our story, we'd be glad to do it. Definitely message us if you go to WWE because we'd really want to know because we would watch again. And yeah, man, thank you for being on. Hey, everybody, I know this is gonna be a little annoying, and for all the people that left at the beginning to skip it, we're gonna share our screen one more time and stay. Don't skip this. Don't skip this.
Yeah, you can't get out of it again. I mean, you got it out of it the first time. You're not gonna get out of it the second time.
Yeah, everybody. Or no, I'm not gonna start off with ours. Go follow him at Rayo Wrestles. RAYO WRESTLES. Rayo Wrestles. Go look at his Twitter, same handle basically. And then for his bookings, go to his email, same thing, same name for everything, and just add on the @gmail.com. Go to his Facebook too. Go like all his posts. He's on the road to 13K, so everybody get into that. And
Go to Pro Wrestling Tees
yeah,
/ Rayo Wrestles.
yeah, everybody go to Pro Wrestling Tees / Rayo Wrestles. There's gonna be 2 pictures that pop up. Definitely, we're gonna go to that. We're gonna go here. Sorry, it's loading. Sorry, it's loading again. Very annoying. Annoying.
Annoying.
Okay, yeah. If you see this picture right here, everybody, there's 2 Rayos. There's 2. I don't know why. Definitely go to this one. And also really cool, it shows his Twitter and Instagram. So if you can't find it from there, go to Pro Wrestling Tees. I know you all know what Pro Wrestling Tees are. And they actually follow us on Twitter. So everybody go look at our Twitter and you can see them following us. So everybody go to theirs to buy the best t-shirts, and then this picture will show the merch. And then we're gonna go to our account. Everybody go follow. Go sub to our YouTube right here. Oh, I can't drag that. We're on the road to 1100, and then actually we didn't say this at the beginning, but we're gonna go to the end. We have 2 sponsors for today's podcast with Rayo. We're gonna go to our first one, DGW_show, Dummies Gone Wild show. They make the best skits that we've seen, in my opinion. And they talk like dummies, act like dummies, walk like dummies. They are actually dummies. So everybody, they're very dummy. And nice grammar by me. They're very dummy. But they act like dummies. And you know what? They actually have a saying. If you're not following Dummies Gone Wild, then you are a true dummy. And then going on to our second one, we have Anchor. Anchor is the best place to post all your podcast needs. You post your podcast and it goes to all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram. It goes everywhere. So everybody go download Anchor.
And I think it is free.
Yeah, it is free. So even better, everybody. It is free. So everybody go look at it. And one more thing before we end it off. And,
wait, hold on. Make sure, just saying, it might take some of your data. So you might want to keep your Wi-Fi on. So, just wanted to add that in there.
To who?
I just wanted to add that in there.
What about?
About Anchor. About Anchor.
Okay. Just do that. I guess. And everybody go look at our Twitter. We're gonna hit 200 soon, so everybody go do that. And we're running on 10 minutes left, so perfect. We're ending it right now. Ryan, just stay to the end because we're just gonna talk about the email stuff and everything. Everybody, thank you so much. This is our special guest, Rayo. Everybody, remember, go watch the podcast we just did with David Ali, Ryan Rembrandt, and Vicky Guerrero. Everybody go watch it, and go watch the future ones with Red Velvet and Christy James, and hopefully Ricky Morton. So everybody.
And John Schuyler.
Yeah, and John Schuyler. Everybody go watch those videos, and especially watch this one. What a great video. What a great guest, and what a great wrestler in general. And again, I'm gonna say this one more time. I know I said it 3 times. First, thank you for replying. Thank you for saying for the second part. Thank you for saying yes. And everybody, bye.